is I'm engineer in Unipos. In this class, we will discuss the Unipos detectors. Here are samples of the Unipos detector bases and accessories. We will make a presentation with the Unipos conventional detectors, but we will refer to the samples, compare the conventional and addressable solution, basis solution, and accessories. The Unipos conventional and addressable detectors are with the same cabinet, and also they use the same basis. Both type of detectors are highly reliable with built-in microcontroller, which makes them intelligent solution, easy to maintain, and with modern profile design. From a mechanical point of view of the detectors, here you can see an example how easy it is to disassemble an Unipos detector. Now I will take a smoke detector and I will demonstrate you how to disassemble such detector for maintenance. To have access to the optical smoke chamber of the detector, you need to remove the top plastic cover with your hands, then remove the cover of the chamber, and now you have access to the optical couple of the chamber, and also to the net, to the metal net which protects the chamber from insects. And you can clean the chamber with a brush, and also if the chamber is very dirty, you can access the optical couple of the emitter and the receiver with some stick. Very easy to clean, to disassemble, clean, assemble. Same is for the addressable optical smoke detector. As I mentioned, they are in the same cabinet. This is a diagram of the optical smoke chamber. On each PCB of each Unipos detector, it is covered with protective layer which protects the detector schematics and diagrams from moisture on the project site. The optical smoke detector chamber is from ABS plastic base, which guarantee that the plastic will not get roughy and old with the time of detector life. Here is the base of the Unipos detector. This base is consisted of four connectors, four metal connectors, plus connector, plus in, plus out, minus in, out, because the minus wire is common in both addressable and conventional detector solution, and connector for remote indicator. The metal connection of the bases is double contact spring, this one. In this way, we guarantee that the contact between the detector head and the base will stay firm and stable throughout the detector life on the project site. Each of the connector is with double contact. Also on the base, you can refer the plastic key. It is used to lock the detector head to the base. On the next slide, we explain this functionality in details. Here is the same plastic key. Here is the mechanism to unlock the detector head from the base. So in details, you remove the key from the plastic key from the base. This plastic thin plastic wire on the lock mechanism of the base. It is located in this side, so we cut this plastic element with a knife, and the result is this component overview. Then when you mount the detector on the base, thanks to this mechanism, the detector will lock on the base and will not be able to remove it until you push the key in the lock of the detector. So the steps are: you take one Unipos base, this element, remove the plastic key, take detector head, mount it on the base, and when you come to the point to remove the detector, you need to put the key in the lock and then switch the head from the base. Conventional series of detectors is 8000 series. We have heat detectors, maximum heat 8010, rate of rise heat 8020, optical smoke detector 8030, and combined detector 8060. For the addressable series, 7100 series, it is 7110 and 7120 for heat detector, 7130 for smoke addressable detector, 7160 for combined addressable detector. 8010 is conventional heat maximum detector, and 7110 is addressable heat maximum detector. These detectors trigger on fixed temperature. When they reach this fixed temperature, then the detector triggers fire state. The possible sensitivity of the detector is A to S and BS. A to S means 65 degrees and BS means 72 degrees temperature to trigger fire. 8020 is the rate of rise conventional detector, 7120 is the rate of rise addressable detector. Both will trigger on maximum, on fixed maximum temperature, or if the temperature in the premises increase with some predefined rate. And the sensitivity of the detector is A2R or BR. 8030 is the Unipos optical smoke solution. 7130 is the Unipos addressable optical. The smoke detector operation is based on this diagram. In duty mode of the detector, and when the optical smoke chamber is clean, all the light emitted from the emitter does not point to the receiver. When there is smoke in the chamber, or small pieces of any dust or aerosol, then the emitted light will reflect and be received in the emitter. So when you receive the optical smoke detector, it is factory calibrated with 0 level of sensitivity. This is factory calibrated clean chamber, and also the fire level, which is based on the factory calibrated sensitivity, of course dependent on the N54 part 7. As I mentioned, each Unipos detector has a microcontroller That's why it is possible in the optical smoke detector to build in an algorithm for compensation of the dust in the smoke chamber. The reason for such compensation is to filter the faulty alarms of detectors, but still be sensitive to real alarms, to real fire triggers. What is the idea of this algorithm for compensation? Here is the zero level of the detector. When you receive the detector, it is with this zero level and this fire level calibrated. And the distance between the fire and the zero level is this delta. So on each 8 minutes, the level in the chamber is compared to the zero level, and if the level in the chamber is higher than the zero level, then the detector will compensate in increased direction. Meanwhile, the delta is the same. That's why the detector will stay with the same sensitivity. If meanwhile the detector's chamber is cleaned or the premises where the detector is installed is getting clearer, then the detector will compensate in decreased direction, but the sensitivity will stay the same. However, during the compensation algorithm, it is not infinite. My point is that you can compensate until you reach some faulty level. So the zero level will increase on this period of 8 minutes. But if the zero level reach a faulty margin, then the detector will detect dirty chamber. So when the detector detects dirty sensor, dirty chamber, it will still be responsive to fire, but this means that the sensitivity of the detector will decrease because the detector will stop compensation, but meanwhile the dust in the chamber will increase and the delta for trigger fire therefore will be smaller. As an overview, when you receive your detector with factory calibrated zero level and fire level, and when you install it in a project site premises, the detector will compensate and increase or decrease the direction depending on the premises where it's installed, and will keep the delta for activation as much as possible thanks to this compensate algorithm. When a faulty level is reached, the panel will receive this information for dirty sensor, but the detector will still be responsible to detect fire. However, its sensitivity will be affected from the dusty chamber. Regarding the combined detector, it is optical smoke and rate of rise heat detector in the same cabinet. So the detector will respond to smoke or will respond to rate of rise temperature or will respond to maximum temperature. Of course, it is certified on Unit 54 Part 5 and Part 7. Here I want to mention that all the Unipos detectors are with 2 LEDs. You can see this position of the LEDs guarantee that you will have 360 degrees view on the status of the detector. Of course, for the optical smoke, for the combined detector, we have algorithm for compensation, because in this detector we also have a microcontroller. This is the flame detector. It is infrared detector. This detector is compatible with Unit 54 Part 10 Class 2, which means a range of 17 meters to the flame. Regarding the manual call point, this is the 8050 manual call point, but we also have the addressable 7150. This manual call point is optional with plastic element by default, or it is possible to order it with glass element, with breakable glass element. You can order protective cover on the manual call point and breakable seal to close the cover. You can order the manual call point with deeper cabinet for installation purposes. So, to make an overview, we have conventional 8010, 8020 heat detectors, 8030 small detector, 8060 combined conventional detector. We also have addressable, the same types, 7110, 7120 heat detectors, addressable 7130 small detector, combined 7160 detector. The difference between these four types of conventional and these four types of addressable is that when you receive the conventional detectors, you receive them with fixed sensitivity, and you cannot modify this sensitivity level. My point is that you receive the conventional detectors with factory calibrated sensitivity. For the addressable detectors, you can change the sensitivity of the detector from the addressable panel using the Untitled addressable protocol of communication. Regarding the manual call points, you have 3050 manual call point and you have 7150 addressable manual call point. Regarding the flame detector, you have 8040 flame detector, but addressable flame detector is not available. We have conventional flame detector solution only. Another difference between the addressable series and the conventional series is that for the addressable combined detector 7160, you can make different logical between the heat and the smoke sensors. You can make them work in logical AND or logical or to be heat only or to be smoke only. This 7160 addressable detector modes are available from the Unipos addressable panel. You can change the dynamic using the protocol communication. With the 8060 conventional detectors, you receive them with fixed logical OR functionality. This means that fire on the heat sensor or fire on the smoke sensor will trigger fire from the conventional 8060 detector. Here is a comparison between the three types of bases, Unipos bases. FD8000 is the conventional base, FD7100 is the addressable base, and 7100A is again addressable base but for conventional interface module. So the plastic of the base, the plastic with all the slots is the same for all the type, just there is a different assembly of metal contacts for the different type of the bases. And now the most simple is the conventional base. Here we have plus in, plus out, because the plus wire in the conventional detector is discontinued on the base, minus in out, which is the common minus wire for the conventional line, and the remote indicator connector RE. On the base of the detector you can see plus, plus out, plus in, minus in out, remote indicator connector. And here we have the slots which are empty and which are applicable for the addressable solution. Regarding the addressable base, we have the same plus in plus out connector, the same minus in out connector, and the same remote indicator connector. So these are the same like in the conventional. And we have in addition metal plate between the plus in and the plus out. We also have in addition connector for the shield of the addressable loop. And so the difference between the addressable base and the conventional base is the metal plate between the plus in and the plus out and the shield connector. Here is the addressable base. You can see minus in out, which is common, plus in, plus out, the metal plate connecting the plus in and the plus out, the remote indicator connector, and this is the shield connector. And I want to mention that the plus in and plus out from installation point of view must not be obeyed. My point is that when you put a conventional detector head or addressable connector head, the detector will make shorts between these two connectors. So, same is for the conventional. When you put the detector on the base, this plus in and plus out will be short on the in the PCB of the detector. That's why this plus in and plus out is not obligatory to be followed on the cabling installation. Now we will proceed to the next type of base, 7100 conventional interface module base. It is this type of base you see here. So here you have plus in, plus out, minus in out, remote indicator connector, shield connector, metal plate between the plus in and the plus out, and the additional connector, the fifth connector, sixth proper, is the plus connector of the conventional wire. And this is the end of line. So the area connector, the remote indicator connector, is used not for remote indicator application, but it is used for minus conventional line application. This is the plus conventional line application wire. Otherwise, the plus in, plus out, minus in, out, and shield are the same like in the common addressable base. So to make an overview, we have three types of bases: conventional, addressable, conventional interface module base. In the conventional we have 4 connectors for plus in, plus out, minus in, out, remote indicator. In the addressable we have 5 connectors: plus in, plus out, remote indicator connector, minus in, out, and the shield connector. And also the metal plate connecting the plus in and the plus out. In the conventional interface module we have the plus in, plus out, minus in, out, shield connector. The remote indicator connector is used for the minus wire of the conventional line, and the 6th connector is used for the plus wire of the conventional line. In all the bases we have these keys to lock the detector head to the base. Here are the different type of conventional base. For the addressable base we have 7100 and 7100 adapter base, conventional interface module base. For the conventional base, we have the standard 8000 base, but depending on the application, you can also use diode base. This is when you need to have a remove detector fault in your conventional Unipos panel, but the power to be continued to the next detectors after the removed one. Also the relay base, it is applicable for burglar systems. In this case, the relay is installed in the empty slot here, the relay board, and it is connected to the remote indicator and to the plus connector on the base. This is a relay base, you see here. You receive it with a relay port and the predefined wires on the minus, plus out, and the remote indicator. You can still use, of course, detector and the remote indicator and other cabling on the base. This is the diode and resistor base. These are the Unipos remote indicators with LED or remote indicator with beeper. RE31S for sounder remote indicator, remote RE31 remote indicator 31 for LED remote indicator. The remote indicator connection on the addressable detector is that the plus of the remote indicator is connected to the remote indicator connector on the base, and the minus of the remote indicator is connected to the minus of the signal. In the conventional solution, the remote indicator minus is connected to the remote indicator connector on the base, and the remote indicator plus is connected to the conventional line plus. So in the addressable, we use the remote indicator for the connector for the plus of the remote connected LED. In the conventional solution, we use the remote connector for the minus of the remote connected LED. These are the accessories for protection and easier installation of the detector. We have accessory for curvy roofs or for external cable installation, which will be installed through the base, but not through the base, but through the accessory. The other one is for non-standard installation application, and the third is used for protection from moisture or condensed water coming from the cabling installation. This accessory does not improve the ingress protection of the detector. It is just for installation protection of condensed water through the cable pipes. And here are the accessories. This accessory is this one. In the set you also have additional metal accessories. And you use this predefined hose for cable entrance. This is how the accessory is mounted to the roof, and here is mounted the standard base 8000 or 7100. Both all Unipos bases are compatible with these accessories. This type of accessory is AC8002. The other type of accessory, this one for non-standard installation, is AC8001. You can see it here. Here it is in possible installation. Here are the entrance of the pipe or something standard, and on this hose are installed the standard base, standard hose base. And the AC8003, this type, it is for curvy roofs, as explained already. Here you install the accessory to the roof, and here you install the base to the accessory. Technical data we discussed already. Keep in mind that when you receive bases packages, in some in the cartoon box of one of the pages, you can refer installation diagram. This is for the 8000 series. This is for the 7100 series installation diagram. This is for the addressable 7100A for the conventional interface mode. This is for the 8000 relay connection diagram. It can be useful for installation purposes. Of course, all the technical data, application data, and connection diagrams you have in the instruction manuals of the detectors. Thank you.